Tom Numbers. Good evening. It's a little bit later than usual, but here we are. And it's 23 days into President Trump's second term in office. So it's the first 100 days we're doing. And it's day 23 of that. And as always, lots of things going on. Yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? Yesterday, I think it was. Elon was speaking with his son, X. Well, he's not speaking with his son, he was speaking and he was holding his son, put him on his shoulders. President Trump's there at the Revolut desk and at the John desk. And you've got little X. So I've said it before, but if you do X, Musk, X is 24, Musk is 64, and together is 88, Trump. See? You see how well this works, everyone? Yeah, this is how it works. 23 is I am. If you do, if you spell 23, 20 is 107. Trump's military, Guantanamo, Aquarius, Superman, military, currency, eternal life, atonement, 20. And then 3 is 56, which is light, which is healing. And if you add those together, that would take you to 163, which if I remember rightly is back to New York. Is it back to New York? Is it back to New York? I think it is back to New York. I have to check that. I think it is, yeah. Well, back is 73, which is Q. 2 is 35, think of JFK. So that would be, yeah, it is back to New York, because New York is 111, perfection. Yeah, the Kennedy. I am Trump, 111. Talking of that, President Trump posted on, he truthed on Truth Social, and he said, Biden inflation up. This is interesting, this is a good code. Biden is 34, DJT, Grace, Leap, Heat, Dark, Biden, the dark side. Inflation's 100, which is reversal, which is the exchange, the reset, and up is 37. 37's India as well, actually. So it's a number of things. It's the word like, but up is 37. I used to think of a brand. When I was a kid, I was thinking, what would I do in life? And I used to like outdoor pursuit stuff when I was growing up. So camping, abseiling, quad biking, parascending, aquabiscuiting, all that stuff. Hey Simona, how are you? And I thought of a brand name, Universal Playgrounds. I thought that would be, I need to do the numbers on that. I have somewhere, I'm trying to remember what they are. But up, UP, and yeah, that will start with me. I didn't go into that area, but who knows, maybe in the, might be a brand. How are you? Thank you very much, much appreciated. And Up, do you remember the cartoon Up? One of the Pixar cartoons, I think it was. I remember that. That was a special day. A first for some. And but Up, yeah, with the balloons, with the old man and the house. And watched it in 3D though. It was tricky with the glasses. People kept taking them off. Yeah, so Up. Yeah, so if you do Biden inflation up, guess what it comes to? It comes to 171, which is a bolt of lightning, as in Back to the Future. And it's also the revaluation, 171. It's also, well, the pyramids are 138, Donald Trump revaluation. Excuse me, the River Thames is 171. but the revaluation's 171. So if Biden, I've always felt that the way to do the RV would to let hyperinflation go through the roof, and then they just back everything with gold and other precious metals. That felt like an elegant way to do it, and maybe they still will do that. I did think that before President Trump got in office that crash would happen. Hey, Elizabeth 88 Trump. But it seems that obviously isn't the case as yet, but it does make sense to have President Trump in charge, because then he can take us through the storm. And maybe they do it in a different way.
I don't get shut down for going live. They want you to go live, and then they shut you down for going live. But today, folks, we got a nice little treat for you. As always, you're going to be listening to me interview Chris Lee, downright
Can you hear that?
mastermind,
well
connected,
Tell me if you
knows
can hear
how to
that.
enjoy life.
Can you hear
So
that?
if some of you people are like, you're just not happy, well then pay attention, folks, because you might end up happy after listening.
It's like another video come on while we're doing this.
Listen up.
Hopefully you can't hear
or
that.
run for cover.
I hope you can't hear that. So we'll see what else happens in the White House today. I need to watch the address from the White House. I've seen clips of it, but I need to watch it properly and see what else was said.
What it is, Brad Lee back again with another episode of Dropping Bombs today in the studio, folks. I got a real entrepreneur for you, Chris Lee.
That's one thing that is.
You guys don't know who he is?
All these little
listen up.
If
you already know who he is, you'll probably be interested in listening. Why? Because old Chris seemed to have figured it out for himself. How old are you?
You can't hear anything else.
41 next week.
41, youngster still.
Just a baby.
I got underwear older than you.
Yeah, good.
But no, Chris has already achieved more than I have to date.
The glitches.
I say to date because it's very important to know. Hey, doesn't mean you're not. Just means you haven't yet.
Where's everyone from?
But Chris, what was that company?
Who's in the chat?
So what was the name of the
You
company?
exited. You got a big chunk.
Solgen Power was the name of the company. It was a solar business. Yeah.
And how old were you when you cashed out?
I was 38.
So not that long ago.
Yeah, 3 years.
I remember. This is the second visit. You guys go look up the old episode.
Yes, sir.
A few times.
Chris Lee, L-E-E. I'm L-E-A, but we're both Lee.
Yes, yours actually was LEE until your family wanted to disown old General Lee.
Robert E. Lee.
Yeah.
You know what? That means we could be related.
Good chance. Good chance.
Because I was an LEE at one point.
Yes, sir.
But now I'm Lee, and people say, "Is that Leah?"
Yeah.
I always say, "I don't know. Do you drink Tia?"
Sorry about that, Chu.
Like, why do you pronounce it Leah? They're like,
it's
well, that's how it's spelled. No, it's spelled Lee.
Anyway.
Just like T.
Anyway, I'm going to
just
say
like C.
folks,
just like P.
I will.
You don't. You read a book, don't you?
It's just all this nonsense that we get.
But anyway,
I will.
It gets old. Just like my wife, she gets mad because when the waitress at a restaurant says, "Do you have any questions?"